Has online substituted for store sales, or have consumers just stopped spending?
Concluding March here, we had a healthy growth of our online sales, 17% up versus March of 2019. So we see a slight shift of consumer behavior already now, that previously store-only customers are also now starting to use our digital touch points. But it's really too early to say anything about the overall effects, but tendencies of digital sales keeping up, but not covering for the drop in physical stores.
What percentage or how many people of your labor force have actually moved to government-supported programs?
It's hugely different between each market, and as I mentioned previously, we are in different stages in different parts of the world. But we know that with as many as now almost 4,000 stores being closed, a big portion of our colleagues will be affected in one way or another. And as countries have sort of taken different measures, this will also apply to colleagues in different markets.
Are you paying, I mean, how much of your rent are you actually paying? Are you almost deferring everything? Or I know it's difficult because every country is in different various lockdowns, but if you just give us a general idea of where it's worse, where it's better, and what's happening with rent.
So can you repeat the question? Was it regarding rent or was it the salary? Sorry.
Yeah, it's about rent. So how much rent are you trying to defer?
Our structure is that we pay rents in advance. So we're now trying to figure out what will be the appropriate rent levels given the market situation. So it's too early to say a fixed number, but of course we're assessing the situation to make sure that we and our partners, then landlords, find a way to mitigate the situation in joint. So difficult to say an exact number, but we are assessing the situation from what is the current market levels and what can be expected going forward.
Mr. Karlsson, can you give me an idea about what you're planning for autumn-winter? So are you placing orders? When will you place orders? How flexible can you be about that season?
We are currently using, to the best ability, the indications we get from each market on when could potentially the lockdown start to be eased. And based on that, then we make conservative estimates of how the sales will gradually come back. And based on that, then we have currently paused the purchasing, but we will slowly start to buy again once we know more about how the situation will evolve.